Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nayaswami Padma, and I'm here today to bring you a quotation from the original teachings of Paramhansa Yogananda, in this case as expressed through Swami Kriyananda in his autobiography, The New Path, about his years in living with Yogananda. And the excerpt I'd like to share today for our noontime inspiration is: the worldly person asks first of life, "What do I want?" The devotee asks only, "What does God want?" Renunciation is an inner state of consciousness, not an outward act. All those, whether married or single, who love God and want to know God, must reconcile themselves to living for God alone. The pathway of the heart is too narrow for both the ego and God to walk it together. One of them must step aside and make way for the other. This is out of the chapter called Renunciation, and it's a very deep subject, of course. I can't tell you how often I have friends who come to speak with me and who have a question in their own lives about what they should do next. And so often I hear them saying, it becomes almost a subconscious mantra for lifetime after lifetime, I think, because we keep saying, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to do. And I will often say to them, if I feel that there's an opening at all, you're asking the wrong question. It isn't what do I want, it's what God wants. If we want happiness, then we want to be in alignment, in attunement with God's will for us. And until we are in perfect alignment, in attunement with God's will, we want to keep asking that question. What does God want? Not only the big questions, not only in those, forks in the road, big moments, but in every single moment of our lives. If we keep asking, and we don't have to say it out loud, we don't have to wait for our prayers at night, although we can, but we can start to begin to commune inwardly, have an inner conversation with the divine. And so when we come to even those little mini forks in the road, those little, even sometimes we might think frivolous or silly. Nothing is frivolous or silly in God. As it says in the Bible, God knows every hair on our head. In other words, every detail in our lives. So if we can just commune inwardly and ask that question always, in every moment, what should I do? What is your will in this circumstance? And try to build, that builds the muscle of our attunement, so that after a while we don't even have to ask that inner prayer, because it's a constant inner conversation. It's a constant inner dialogue, and we just know. Intuition is the soul's power to know God, and we just simply begin to know if we practice asking the right question. Joy to you, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Blessings. Bye-bye now.